Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a huge accumulative kind of higher end makeup haul. All of these things are things that you can pick up from Sephora, but I ordered some of these things from Tarte as well. So yeah, there are two brands that I've been shopping from recently and I'll just get straight into it. So I have this Sephora bag to show you, and also, I also have this Tarte box which I'm going to cover the top of because my postal address is on there. But yeah, I also have a box from Tarte. I'll get into the Sephora box, but Sephora bag first. So the first thing I have in the Sephora bag is from Becca Cosmetics, and this is the highlighter in the shade Pearl. It just comes in the box like this. Obviously, Becca Cosmetics, you might have heard by now, is closing down, and so I picked up a load of Becca products before they disappear forever. So I picked up the highlighter in the shade Pearl because I thought it'd be a really pretty, like, iridescent whitish kind of highlight. I'll just cover the thing, but it's just a pearlescent, pearly highlight. Oops, I dropped the little plastic. I'm really weird and leave the plastic little things on my highlights for like ages until I get really sick of them, and then I get rid of them. So I've got a bit of fluff on it. There we go. Yeah, I really actually don't mind the Becca packaging because some people think it's really ugly. I actually don't hate it. I think it's really like sleek. The one thing I don't like about soft rubberized packaging is it gets pretty dirty. Like this really quickly will become quite dirty from picking up makeup and stuff with this like soft rubberized, like matte, soft matte finish. So yeah, that's the only thing I think is not practical about it, but I do really like the sleek design of it. The other thing I don't love about Becca packaging is it's kind of difficult to open it because you don't know if it's this side or this side because both the sides kind of look very similar. It's kind of hard to differentiate between this side, which is the hinge, and this side, which is the opening, like, clasp end. So yeah, I do like that the Becca compacts though are like sleek looking, and I do appreciate that they have a mirror in them. The next thing I have to show you guys is another highlight, and this is of course the famous Champagne Pop. I picked up one of these because obviously Becca is closing and this is their signature product. So I've panned a Champagne Pop previously, and so I decided to pick up another one so that I'm never without. But I don't plan on, like, you know how a lot of my products I like pan or like I intend on panning. This is something that I don't intend on panning. This is like something like my Fuego highlighter where I'll just keep it for a special occasion. This is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. It's the most versatile, quite a universal champagne golden shade, and it just looks really beautiful on like literally every skin tone. In the basic packaging, I had a Champagne Pop previously, and I literally panned the whole thing because it's such a gorgeous universal shade, and I feel like it looks really good on my skin tone. It probably looks good on everyone's skin tones, but I have a yellow undertone, and I felt like the champagne of Champagne Pop really complemented my particular tone, but it'll probably complement yours too. I also have another one of their highlights, and this is in the shade Opal. This is the last highlight I have to show you guys from Becca. The reason I picked up Opal was because, like, Champagne Pop, you know, it's a classic, everyone loves it. I picked up Pearl because, you know, it's really beautiful, like white and white iridescent, like I don't know, it's like moonlight, it's beautiful. I picked up Opal because I felt like it was my skin tone, if that makes sense. It's a little bit more neutral leaning, and I felt like if my skin tone highlighted, like just glowed by itself, if my skin was sweating and glowing and glistening in the light, this is the shade it would be. So I picked up Opal because I thought it was a really good shade for myself, and it's just a really beautiful neutral undertone, kind of slightly darker than like some of the other highlights I have, and I felt like it would melt more naturally into my skin tone. So that's why I picked up Moonlight, not Moonlight, this one's Opal. Also, I really like Opals. Opals are a lot of the time from like mined here in Australia, and I just think they're really pretty and special. By the way, Becca's an Australian brand, so I'm really sad to see them go. I also have one more highlight, but this isn't for me, this is for my sister. She also wanted to get Champagne Pop, so this is my sister's Champagne Pop. I'm not going to be opening it because it's for her, but yeah, we picked that up together. I have two more things to show you guys from Becca. Let me put this Sephora bag on the floor. The first thing is something that I've panned previously, and I was really sad that Becca's closing because this is one of my favorite products of all time. This is the blush in the shade Flower Child, and this is such a stunning blush. Like, this is one of my favorite blushes of all time, like definitely in my top 5 blushes that I've ever tried. It's just like a smaller version of the highlighter packaging. I wish it was like a full size. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of odd that the blush is like slightly smaller than the size of the highlighter, but whatever. Anyway, it's the same style of packaging where it's like in that soft matte finish. It has a cute little mirror on the inside, which I'll cover, and that shade is so perfect. It's just like got the slightest amount of golden shimmer through it. As you can probably see, it's got the slightest, tiniest amount of gold sheen, but it's pretty much a pale pink, and it just looks like you've been kissed by the sun. I actually used to work in a cafe called Flower Child, which is kind of funny. But anyway, Flower Child blush from from Becca Cosmetics. Definitely go pick it up, or at least give it a try before Becca's gone forever, because this is one of my favorite blushes of all time. It's just like the perfect natural pinky little kiss of blush. I'm really obsessed with this. I've panned one previously and it takes quite a lot for me to go through an entire blush, so definitely rate that one. And then the last thing I have to show you guys is actually from a line that I've never tried from Becca before. This is in their Sunlit Bronzer range, and it is a bronzing powder in the shade Bronzed Bondi. Obviously I live in Australia, and so Bondi is a beach that we have here, but all the different bronzers in this range are like named after different like beaches, I think. Anyway, oh, the packaging's different. So you know how these are like silver on top? This is like a bronze metallic top, and then this is like a matte finish. This is a shimmery finish, and then this packaging is actually just plastic. It's not like that soft matte finish that will get dirty really quickly. It's actually a bronzy shimmery plastic, which I actually really like. I probably prefer this to the other style of packaging. Of course, it has a mirror on the inside, which I'm just going to cover so I don't blind you, and the little Becca little sheet inside even is like a bronze, which I think is cute. Anyway, this shade I feel like will suit my skin tone, especially in summer. It's a little bit dark looking for me right now, but in summer I think this is going to be really beautiful. I really like the little washing of sand like imprint in the pan. I think that's really pretty, so I'm definitely going to take some photos before I dip in. But the reason I wanted to try this bronzer is because, you know, obviously Becca's going to be disappearing, and I haven't tried their bronzer formula before, so I'd really like to give it a go. I really like this packaging in person. I don't know, I didn't really notice how beautiful it was in store, but now that I have it at home, this is really beautiful. The reason I wanted to try this bronzer shade in particular as well, even though it might seem a little dark for my skin tone, is because this bronzer is really buildable, and you can definitely sheer it out to make it a more natural look. It's got a little bit of sheen through it, which looks really like beautiful and natural and pretty on the skin, I believe. And yeah, I feel like this was the one that matched me best. There were two lighter shades as well. This was the third shade in terms of like lightness, but yeah, I decided this one would work best for me, even though I have like a light skin tone, just because I felt like, I don't know, this would be like more buildable, and like with a tan in summer, this would probably be a good shade for me. Also, I like that it was called Bronze Bondi, and I go to Bondi Beach. That's where I'm bronzing, so I thought that was cute. If someone names a shade Bondi, I always be like, oh, it's for me, because I go to Bondi. Anyway, it's just like my local beach, you know? Anyway, it's not that local to me. I catch a train and a bus to get there, but I like Bondi Beach. It's convenient for me by public transport. Okay, I'm just like awkwardly carrying my Tarte box because I don't want to flash my address, but this is the little packaging that the Tarte box came in. Just this little post box that says join Team Tarte. It's like their promotion, I don't know. Break down beauty boundaries, rethink natural, and always be kind. I think their box is really cute, how they have these little palm trees on the inside. Cute detail, Tarte. Anyway, let's open up the parcel. It came in this like purple Tarte tissue paper, which I'm gonna pop in the recycling bin, I hope. I hope this is recyclable. Anyway, here's what I got. So I got, oops, I almost dropped everything. That was really scary. I got this little blister packet of like a sample of the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Concealer. So this is just their famous Shape Tape Concealer in a range of shades. I've got light, medium, medium, and tan. I'll probably be up these shades, but I could use these shades as like a really chill contour. I don't know, it's not that deep for me, but whatever. Anyway, Shape Tape Concealer. I actually don't have the Shape Tape Concealer. I don't know, it just seems kind of heavy duty for me. I don't know, maybe I'll get it one day in the future, but right now I really like going through drugstore bronzers instead. Not bronzers, drugstore concealers and foundations. Okay, so the first thing I have is in the shade Exposed, and this is a highlighter. So I was really worried that Tarte would like discontinue a load of their stuff just because a load of these products have been around for ages. But yeah, this is just their concealer, not concealer, oh my goodness, I'm saying everything wrong. This is their highlighter in the shade Exposed. It just looks like this. It's like a champagne light shimmery highlight, looks pretty basic. I don't know, I've never tried anything from Tarte before from their face range. I've just tried a eyeshadow palette from them before, and I didn't really like it. So yeah, and I also think it's cute that they had little Tarte little print on their mirror. It's cute detail. Anyway, the packaging is just like basic plastic. Also, with all the Becca stuff and with the Tarte thing, this Tarte thing so far, I've noticed that there's a little like hole on the bottom. So if you want to like depot these like products and put them into a palette, you can just get a needle and like pop it through, and then you can put this into a palette. And on the back of this Tarte exposed highlight, there's also a little hole there, and you can just like pop it through and it will pop out, and then you can put this into a palette with some other things if you want. Take it on the go. I usually don't depot cheek products just because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's more stable in the packet, in the like actual plastic packaging it comes in, but you could do that. This is the exact same size here. Oh, that's really satisfying to me. They stack perfectly. Anyway, this is the Tarte blush in the shade Exposed. I've heard so much on YouTube about Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, and so I finally got one. This one is in the shade Exposed, and it's just like a really neutral, mauvey, neutral blush. It just looks like that. I think it's got a really cute, like, it's like the Amazonian Clay print on the actual blush there, and it just says Tarte, and it's a 12-hour blush. We'll see. I usually don't go for shades like this, as you saw by Flower Child. I'm into a lot more like peachy, pinky, like brighter blush shades, so this is kind of more nude for me. I'm interested to try it out. It's a really famous shade, so that's why I wanted to pick up this particular shade. Also, the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour wear blushes used to be like really raved about, and I feel like people don't talk about them as much anymore, but these used to be really popular here on YouTube, and I always wanted to try one. And the last thing I have to show you guys today from Tarte as well is the famous Park Avenue Princess bronzer. Wait, can it focus? Park Avenue Princess. It just looks like this. And I'll open it up. This is in slightly different packaging to the other Tarte stuff. This is like really iconic packaging. I remember watching Miley Cyrus as a kid, like Hannah Montana, and she had this in her makeup bag. Like Hannah Montana had this in her makeup bag. It looks like this. You open it up. Okay, I thought it was like shattered on the mirror, but it's just got like a protector on it. Anyway, this is what the bronzer looks like. It's got this like crocodile print all over it from the bronzer, and you just open it up. It's got this like gold Tarte detail. Open it up and it just looks like that. Cute. I feel like this will be a good shade. It's a really famous shade, Park Avenue Princess. I feel like everyone's had this bronzer at one stage in their life, but I haven't yet, so I'm going to give it a go. Let's peel this off together. That was pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. Yeah, Park Avenue Princess. It's like a magnetic closure. This is really nice packaging. I wonder how long it'll last getting bashed up in my makeup bag. But yeah, Miley Cyrus / Hannah Montana had this in her makeup bag in the little Hannah Montana intro, and I was hooked. Anyway, that's all the stuff that I have to show you guys from like my recent hauls and stuff. Sephora had like a, you know, one of those VIB sales, and then I just wanted to get some stuff from Tarte as well, just straight off their website. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below. I'm always filming new videos and I post very frequently, so subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!